When I was 9, my friend and I built a computer. It was like right when Newegg was starting, and like Dell was becoming like a big thing, like a big computer company. Like they had all those funny Dell commercials. And we played Half-Life, and then we beat Half-Life single player, and we're playing Half-Life Deathmatch. And then we downloaded Counter-Strike like the first time it was available, so like right when it started. So I played from then until I graduated high school, and then I went to college, so played for like 9 years. At that point in time, I think it was GX asked me to be their coach, which was, at the time it was Dapper, Poyo, Whitmer, AZK, and Brax. Being a coach, nobody has like a bullet list of like, these are the finite list of things you need to do. It's kind of like you have this goal of making your team as good as possible, and you just decide on how to approach that. I don't have any qualms with spending a lot of time. Like, I'm actually interested in the game, and my like heart is into it. I can say within myself that my main goal is to help my team get as good as possible. Then I would say that's like the #1 requisite thing. Like, if you have any kind of like misgivings to like staying up late or putting in a lot of effort, then none of the other attributes you have as a coach matter as much at that point. In a perfect world, every time you go into a match, it'd be relatively the same. Like, you'd want to have like a regimen. Every mistake reviewed, cataloged, everyone understands what happened, and it be like listed, and there's nothing like, you're just not going to make that mistake again. But there's so many games that you play, there's only 24 hours in the day, there's only one coach. If we had more coaches or like more analysts, then the perfect world could be attained. Biggest priority heading into a match is like, we know what map are likely to play. We have like a rough game plan on like, oh, we kind of want to do this pistol, or this is how we want to play the map against this style of team. And we kind of just have like a conversation about that, and make sure we dry run our nades, make sure there's not going to be any like gaps and smokes and stuff like that. So it's kind of like catch as catch can. I don't know if you've heard that. You're kind of just doing the best with what the time you have. So a lot of my duty is like, oh, we have this much time, how much can we realistically get done? I think everyone can agree, like empirically, just from their experience, that they play better when they're feeling better. What does feeling better mean, right? That there's so many like aspects to feeling better. Things I can't control are things that are happening in their outside life. Say a family member is sick, or they're stressed out about like girlfriend dumps them or whatever, right? Like, I can't change that, but I can kind of like help them recenter and be like, hey, like either way, you know, today, tomorrow, the next day, like we can't do anything about that. So just try and like zen out and almost like meditate on like just CS. Like let yourself get lost in CS, because so many studies have shown that, you know, well-being is positively correlated with like performance across everything. I'm making sure that they feel good so that they play their best. It's a really obvious thing, but how to get there is not obvious. Everyone has their own ways, right? Like different players require more, and you have to know what affects certain types of players. So it's like a really hands-on activity.